Alright everybody, I'm going to do a quick little video here, maybe about 5 minutes long at most, hopefully. Um, Replay Gamer played the Greg Maddux replay on Fall Classic and the stats came out pretty good, but he had an anomaly on the Action PC simming part of it where Barry Bonds hit 72 home runs when he only hit 46 real world. So I decided to take the Action PC 1993 season and just straight sim it all the way through. I didn't intervene in anything. I just let it go automatic all the way through. And this is what came up as far as the season standings go. You got Houston overperforming, and they tie Atlanta. So they would actually need a playoff game, I guess, to figure that one out. And I think you can set that up in the Action PC. You can set up an unscheduled season game and play that out if you wanted to. Philadelphia won the East as they did in real world. The American League was a little bit different. Seattle definitely overperformed, and they beat out the White Sox in Texas to win the West. And the Yankees, spurred on by, I think it was Baltimore, beat Toronto 2 out of 3 in the final series of the season. So the Yankees were playing Detroit, had an easier schedule, and they take out the Blue Jays and win the American League East. Looking at the standings, Tony Gwynn, your league leader in hitting at 384. Ken Griffey, the home run leader at 53. RBI leader McGriff at 148. Bonds with his OPS of 1.16. Pitching leader Kevin Napier had a 1.89 ERA, and he won the ERA crown for the American League. These stats are combined, American and National. Greg Maddux won the National League ERA title with a 2.17 ERA and a 17-8 record. Jimmy Key, Kevin Brown tied for wins with 21. Dwayne Ward at 45 saves. Randy Johnson, 339 strikeouts, beating out Langston and Maddux, and that's pretty high for Maddux, 251. I'll get to that in a minute. Right now, we will go to Barry Bonds' numbers. Take a look at him, see what he did. Barry Bonds is 48 home runs versus 46. That's pretty good. We're looking at his intentional walks. You can see intentional walks at IBB right there in the middle. He had 43 real world, only 24 in the replay. So again, the Action PC AI is not intentionally walking him perhaps the way managers did in real world. Also, the bullpen logic in Action PC may not be as tuned in to the platoon advantage as you might think it might be, because Barry Bonds had, it looks like 48 extra at bats against he had 51 extra at bats against right-handed pitchers, but he had 34 fewer against lefties. So he faced more righties, a higher percentage than he did in real world, and fewer lefties than he did in real world. And like I said, it could be the manager just didn't, the AI manager just didn't want to play the left-right thing. He just, I guess the computer manager had a good reliever in there and kept him in there. I'm not sure what that was all about. So that's Barry Bonds. Those are Barry Bonds' numbers. So most of these, I can live with them from what I see here. There's not that much discrepancy for all the numbers. The OPS, the slugging, the batting average 342 to 336. I mean, that's pretty standard. So I don't see a whole lot of anomalies there. He did hit 3 extra triples, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. Like I said, the intentional walks are the ones that stand out to me. Are the lesser amount of intentional walks, 19 fewer intentional walks. That would be the one that would catch my eye. And when you break it down lefty righty, the fact that he faced a lot more righties than he did in real world than he did in real world, and faced a lot less lefties on the computer than he did in real world. Those would be the things the two things that would stand out to me in that area. If we look at Greg Maddux just for the heck of it, we look at Maddux. I can find Maddux here. Let me see if I can get Greg Maddux up here. I thought I had him up here. Maybe I didn't. Let me bring him up. I thought I had him up here. Thought I had a window already assigned to him, but let me see if we can't bring him back up. See if I can't capture a window for him. Like I said, I thought I did, but sometimes you think you do something and then you don't do it. So let's drag Greg Maddux up here where we can see him. So there's Greg Maddux on the replay. He was 20 and 10 real world, 236 ERA. 217 in the replay on a 17-8 record. He had 4 more complete games, pitched 7 extra innings. Most of his numbers are pretty good across the board. He did give up a few extra doubles, but that's not totally terrible. The strikeouts to me are the one that stand out. He had 50, if I'm counting this right, he had 54 more strikeouts than he did in real world in just 7 extra innings. He got 54 more strikeouts, which causes his strikeout per 9 innings to go up by 1.6. So if I had any nitpick on this at all, it would be that Greg Maddox's strikeouts are up there pretty good. Interesting enough, the left-right splits, the computer pretty much had it, not that far off. He faced 5 left-handed batters, easy for me to say, than he did in real world, and he only faced 19 additional right-handed batters. So it's not, that's definitely well within the range you would be looking for. But the strikeouts are the one that to me would be something that would stand out. But as far as Barry Bonds goes, I think the numbers were pretty good. And as far as the whole season goes, if we want to capture the whole season here, once again, if we look at that, Houston obviously overperforming, Seattle overperformed, but everybody else, I mean, I think it did pretty well for the stats. So just in this one replay, for the most part, I think Action PC sims things pretty well. I'm guessing you can go into the manager. I did try it before I started this video. I did try to go into the manager. I couldn't, in the general manager or in the manager settings, I couldn't get it to be specifically against a certain batter. I can do it per team. I can set up the whole league to have the same, because right now it's defaulted to no intentional walks until after the 7th inning. I could bump it up to maybe the 6th inning and see if we get more intentional walks. I don't know. I don't really want to tweak too much on that because I figure out of the box it's probably about as good as I'm going to get it anyway. And I don't know the inner workings, and I don't want to mess anything up. But that's just what I'm reporting on here. And we're up to 7 minutes. I went 2.5 extra minutes than I wanted to be. But just wanted to put that out there. So anybody saw the video from Replay Gamer and the chat he had with Uncle Ron about Action PC and is it fair and all that stuff, I think this little sim I did here did fine. Like I said, I think it was just an anomaly on his replay where he simmed everything. I think it's just an anomaly. I think if he simmed it again, it wouldn't be that way. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe mine's an anomaly. I don't know. But I thought the numbers came out pretty well for that. So just wanted to throw that out there and see what you guys think. So until next time, I'll see you guys later.